Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here in England. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. Swing! 50!
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Go. Check. Watch the before. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 99. Hey, empty.
This is Howard on second down. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
March 47. Go. Slam. Check. Tempo. Good touch.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. 12. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Silver. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Check, 47. Rip right.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Penny, a first down carry. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Good job right there. 36. Live in the flip. Watch the run. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Check the outs. Check the out.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Line 36. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey. 36 the mic. He's counting you. Line 36.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Four down. 12. 7's the mic. And we heavy on the edges. 47's the mic.
Now Wilson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. One flip. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Harry. Mike's 47. Good job right there. I'm coming after you. Hey, check.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 31. Good job right there. Good job right there. Hey, easy.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Fights loose, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. 315. Hey, 50's a must.
To throw is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. They'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Get ready.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, 0-0-0. 47's the mic. Alert. Hey, man. Watch. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. All told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check nickel. Watch the eye. Check 15, check 15.
Still got 4 down. 14.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Move 15.
Line 36. Okay, just like that.
One pass.
And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
One left.
Now it's Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Move 15.
Line 36. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Run left.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
95.
Here I come again. Mike 36.
Wilson flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
In your face.
Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. Louis!
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, Wentz. Being chased out left. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Mike's 47. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Hey, check one.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
To throw is Wilson. To throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep? Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Come on, boy.
Hey, alert.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Let's go.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch twitch.
Hey, Lou.
Deuce. Watch twitch.
Shit.
On 1st first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's put that team on the clock.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Seahawks 10, Eagles 7.
Check. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an iron over there.
Now on second and 16. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6.
Hey, 0.
Watch 36 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming up.
Hey, 0.
Now Wilson rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Clear.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 22, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Check safety, check safety. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Draw play, this is Sproles. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run. They're running, man.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence. Supreme.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Mike 54.
Defense, give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Delayed give to Sproles. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to throw. Wentz. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Right here.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Another run with Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. After both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 36.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.